Breaking news at 3, Eliana Moreno is in News Chopper 4 over a high-speed chase in Garden Grove. Eliana, what do we know?
Annabelle, this guy's not even in a lane. This is the center divider that he's riding on here because of heavy traffic on the eastbound 22 freeway. He just passed Euclid, so he's coming up to Harbor Boulevard here very soon. This is Garden Grove police that are in pursuit of this Dodge vehicle because they believe that it is a stolen car. Now, they got behind the vehicle. They tried to pull him over. He failed to yield. The pursuit was on. He made his way westbound as far as Lakewood before U-turning and heading back to Garden Grove, where we find ourselves now here on the eastbound 22 freeway. That's the CHP helicopter overhead. They're not the primary on this. They're just assisting with the helicopter because Garden Grove Police does not have their own helicopter, but it's still those Garden Grove Police units that are behind the vehicle, traveling right now at highway speeds, but on a very busy 22 freeway. Annabelle?
And that's why we could see that he is on the left-hand shoulder, obviously away from those other vehicles, but still putting them at risk.
Absolutely, because if you break down, if you've got a flat tire, for example, that's where you would be waiting for help. And then this guy comes right at you at 60 to 70 miles an hour. It can make for a very dangerous situation. And you can see just how heavy the rest of the freeway is here as we continue eastbound, headed towards the Orange Crush, where the 22, the 57, and the 5 all come together here in the city of Orange. Now, just to backtrack a little bit, just what we know about this car, at this point, unclear how many people are in the car. It's also unclear if the driver is a man or a woman, but the vehicle itself looks to be a Dodge Caliber to us. It's unknown what year, but it does look like an older model vehicle. And again, this is a pursuit that started in Garden Grove, made its way as far northwest as Lakewood, Long Beach, before turning around and heading back to the area of Garden Grove.
Hey, Eliana, it's Michael Brownlee here with Annabelle. So we saw the airship not too long ago. Talk about ground units. How many?
Yeah, so originally, Michael, Garden Grove Police had 3 units behind the car. At this point, because he's been riding on the shoulder, they can't do that too. So they were a little bit further back just now because of that. And in terms of aerial assets, originally Garden Grove had the Anaheim Police helicopter assisting them. But once we got to LA County, that's when Anaheim airship gave it up to the CHP. So since then, we've had CHP overhead, as you saw from my previous shot, with 3 units of Garden Grove Police behind the car. But now, since we've been on the freeway for quite a while, I wouldn't be surprised if Garden Grove relinquished this to the California Highway Patrol, since they are the police of our freeway systems here in California, and they're going to be best equipped to follow a chase on the freeway.
And we see now that he's in and out of that carpool lane, now into the main lanes there. We see him on the number 1 lane. Is that? Oh, there we see a patrol car behind him. Obviously, it looks like he's slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, slowing down just a touch because this area is very confusing. It's the Orange Crush. For all of you who live in Orange County, you're very familiar with it. The 5, the 57, and the 22 all come together here. So it's always very busy, and it's confusing to try to figure out what lane you need to be in to get on what freeway. So it seemed like he slowed down just a touch to try to figure that out. Again, Garden Grove Police in pursuit.
Yeah, Eliana, still a lot of unknowns here at this point, and you pointed them out, pinpointed and highlighted those for us. Again, we don't know if there's anybody else in the car. The windows, at least from my vantage point, seem very tinted at this point, and we're still looking at, highway speeds of anywhere 50 to 60 miles an hour.
Correct, yeah, and he's just on the other side here, so I'm going to move the camera and try to pick him up behind that building. But we're in the city of Orange, and it's right where the where the 22 and the 57 and sorry, I'm getting all tongue twisted because I'm trying to follow him as he exits. But he just exited at Main. So we're right next to the Main Place Mall. So we're just on the north, or on the east side rather, of the mall. So this is always a really busy area too, because not only do you have the Main Place Mall, but you also have Chalk Hospital as well as St. Joseph's.
Okay, and now this is a big concern because we do know that there are some pedestrians that are walking around in that area. Eliana Moreno, thank you very much. We will continue to monitor this, but we are going to move on to our other big story.